Hi. It's currently, my phone's over there, so you're gonna have to trust me. 12:30 a.m. on now Wednesday, April 21st. And I'm working on an assignment that's due tomorrow. Actually, it's due in exactly 12 and a half hours, and I'm struggling a lot. But I thought we can kill two birds with one stone and do a little render and ramble, kind of throw it back to the old days while I work on this assignment. I'm currently working on some massing plans and sections. It's supposed to be process, but they're not expecting process. They're expecting like final work, and I don't have final work. I'm still very much confused on what I have to do, but that's not the topic of today's video. The topic of today's video, or today's render and ramble, is expectations and kind of meeting those set expectations, whether that's expectations that you put on yourself or expectations that outside sources, like your family, friends, whatever, put on you, whether it's intentionally or unintentionally. And yeah, so I feel like this also goes hand in hand with like my extreme paranoia with never achieving the expectation and goals I have for myself, which is not really good. It's kind of scary. Let's talk a little bit about expectation. I struggle with expectations a lot, actually. I've always had high expectations for myself. I've never been one to kind of just been like, oh, this is good enough. Like, I'll be happy with my work and stuff, but I'm never one that's like, I'm satisfied. Like, there's always this like, I can do better. There's this much more I can do. I can make it look this much better. And it's so tiring and it's so exhausting. And like with something that's like a architectural field of study, it makes it worse, especially when you also have like outside sources, whether that be like you comparing your work with like your peers' work, or like family, or like the way that you were raised. Like, I'm very grateful for the way that I was raised. I don't think that's the issue. I think it's the thing that's more of like not a problem per se, but something that's like definitely more of like something that came in the way, or like was something that kind of started this, I guess, was the fact that I think my parents have constantly been like, you can be that, you can do that, like you can, like they motivated me a lot, whether that was like with sports or with school and stuff like that. They were like, you gotta make sure that you get a job, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, like, and I think a lot of it had to do with like them being immigrants and me being first generation, especially the oldest. Definitely, like, I feel like that is kind of what made me to be the person that's always like in like a group setting is like, no family until like, I don't know, but career first, work first, I don't care about anything else, which is not good. Which is really, really bad. But I mean, it gets me through. Like, I finish my work and I always have more to learn. Like, everyone has more to learn always, no matter what. This idea that like wanting to exceed your expectations, but then also like, what do we do when we get to set expectations or set goals? Like, we just make new ones? Probably. I think that's like the whole thing. You just make new goals, but the thing is, I haven't reached those goals yet. I don't know. I have such high dreams and goals for myself, and sometimes I get really discouraged that I will never be able to achieve said goals because I am scared. I am terrified. This kind of goes hand in hand with my paranoia. I'm always paranoid. Something is going to go wrong, that I didn't do something correctly, that someone hates me, that this is that way, that like this idea that like someone said this to me the other day, and they said that you treat your camera like it's your therapist, which kind of hit close to home like a little bit, because I think I treat my camera like a friend that just listens, doesn't talk back or anything. It's like talking to a wall. Like, would you consider your wall your therapist if you talk to your wall? No. It's just literally an inanimate object and I go and I edit it, said video footage that I collect, and I post it, because the idea that other people being able to connect with how I'm thinking, or like be able to like have avid conversation with me about it, is just, I think it's amazing. I honestly think it's amazing. I don't know, it's just kind of, I don't know. We're in week 4 currently, and I am exhausted. Sorry, this is gonna take a second. Okay, yeah, so what I was saying, we're in week 4, and there are so many students at their work, and like, it's just amazing, and it's like so good. Like, their graphic skills are so good, and I have no clue how to do that. I've always been a slow person when it comes to like school. Reading, I read pretty fast, but when it comes to like schoolwork and stuff like that, I've always been relatively slow compared to my peers. I don't know why. I just have been. I'm a quick learner. Like, I can understand and learn topics pretty fast, but like actually completing a task, like doing it, takes me a while. And it's not that I'm procrastinating. Sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. But just like say, for example, people make these like crazy diagrams for, what's it called? Like, why can't I think? Of like sun path program, stuff like that, circulation. And it's so good. Like, their work looks amazing. I can't do that. Like, I really cannot do that. And I don't know why. Like, I've always struggled with, like, once I get it down, like, I'm good, but then I've never been someone that's good with technology. Never. I don't know how I edit videos. I really have no clue. But I've never been one to be good at technology. And I think also just having that expectation of, like, I want my graphic styles to be this way. I want everything to be this way. Sorry, I'm tying it back to architecture, but currently that's what I'm working on. Just having that, like, constant thing in the back of your head saying, like, you have to do it this certain way. Like, this is the only way that you can do it, is kind of annoying. Even kind of, it's really annoying. And, like, never just being content with the work that I produce. Like, I'll be happy and stuff, I guess, but I'm always like, there's more to be done. Like, I can do this better, I can do that better. And I've always done hand drawings and physical models and stuff like that. And I think this term I'm kind of like easing into digital, because that's kind of what they're forcing us to do, or like they're pushing us in that direction. They're saying you can do the other stuff, but this is the way that they're forcing it. But I have like this expectation, and I get frustrated when I don't like immediately pick it up, which is like, it's not even possible to do that. Like, there's no way that I can immediately pick up Revit. Nobody can do that. Literally nobody can do that. But in my head, that's the expectation I have, is that I should be able to do that. Why can't I do that? Those are the questions I answer that come in my head every single time. And it's annoying. It's so freaking annoying. Because I literally, that's not my intention. I don't intend on being like, oh, I really suck with blah, 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 blah. Therefore, like, I'm not going to make it in architecture. I'm going to quit. I'm not a quitter. I don't like quitting stuff, because then I feel like I'm weak. And I don't like feeling weak. That is one thing that if I don't like quitting. And I don't know, maybe it was the way that I was raised, but I have never particularly enjoyed the act of quitting, or have personally intended to quit, because then I just feel like a loser, when that's not the case. Like, I'm not a loser. That's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel sucky. Also, like, I have such high expectations, and then I get exhausted, and then, like, I crave breaks and stuff. But then when I'm on breaks, like, I'll be, like, taking time for myself for, like, 2-3 days, and then I'll be bored. I'll be like, I want to get back to work. Because I think it's the workaholic in me. I don't know if I would constitute me being a workaholic, but I feel like to a certain degree I am. Which is really not good. Don't know why that happens though. I don't intend for it to happen. It just kind of sucks sometimes. Sometimes I just want a break. Sometimes I just want to be held by my mother, and my mother to tell me that everything is going to be okay. Everything is going to be fine. That I can do this. That I can get through this. Can you tell that I miss my mom? Whenever things go to shit or when I'm struggling, I miss my mom. Like, I have no time to even call my grandparents or why are there so many bugs? Or my cousin or my aunt and my uncles. I have literally no time, and like the time that I have, I spend either working out, spending time with friends, like chilling out, or like if there's any plans, like doing that, making a commitment to hang out with people. Even if I don't want to, because it's like a way for me to de-stress and talk to people and stuff. Or I'll like read, and like reading, like doing something that makes me happy. And I'm just exhausted. My entire, like, there's so many people that are going through worse. There's so many people going through worse right now. But currently, this is how I am feeling. I am feeling exhausted. And if you are feeling exhausted too, you should go to bed if you're watching this super late. I should go to bed, but I still have work to do. I'm not even done with these sections yet. Everyone is just doing one plan, one section. I've got like 7 plans and 3 sections. Can that just mean I don't have to do diagrams? Sorry, this video is like an insane amount of just everything going on. I don't exactly know what is going on. Today there's a soccer game. My friends are playing soccer with each other. No, they're not playing soccer with each other. They're playing soccer just in general. They're on an intramural team. The University of Oregon has opened up intramural teams again, and they are playing, and I'm so excited to watch them play. I'm so excited to play tennis with Lauren tomorrow. It's gonna be a-okay. I just have to keep telling me, like, all is well, all is well, all is well. If you know what movie that's from, I need to, like, take a scalpel and cut my heart out and give it to you, because you have my heart. You have it. Here you go. All is well. If you know that, here you go. Here's my heart. Take it. This would be really funny if my professors watched my videos. I would be embarrassed. I would be really, really embarrassed. Well, there's nothing embarrassing about my videos. It's more of just like, it's not like I talk badly about any of them. All my professors are pretty good. Wowza. That's kind of my ramble for tonight. Did it make sense? No. Am I gonna post it? Probably, because it's delusional 11 p.m. Boschman. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Do the thing, whatever you feel like doing, or don't. Up to you. I'm gonna still make videos. If you like, comment, subscribe, or don't, I will still make them. I hope you have an amazing night. If you're watching this really late, please go to bed. I should do that. I should go to bed. Alright, well, thank you so much for watching this very random render and ramble. Have I done anything? Not really. Will I be continuing to work on this for a long time? Yes, I will.